I love you, Frankie.
Been on the road, yeah. Been on the road, hey, look. Been on the road since cartwheels, Rick cars, Tazos, Yu-Gi-Oh cars, Kasi Cheese Boy, Bibo, Mustafa, Zangief Blanca, Contra, Rugal, Hogan, Pumba, OG, but I'm still a new guy, rough and damn broad daylight. Well, man, boy, I've been nice, I'm the man now. What it look like? It's your show, all over faith. It's yours truly, the Don Lumtala, Lumtlar, Lumtalest, coming to you with the second question and answer session. Big shout out to Mpumalanga Ayetu for having me, and big shout out to you for sending, the questions, Buffet. Otherwise, let's get straight to it, Ingtal. Question number 1. The first question comes from Mlamulisbia. Away. Utsiana, what African country would you like to live in apart from South Africa? African country that I would like to live in. I think I'd like to live in Ghana. I think it looks like a pretty nice, beautiful place. So yeah, Ghana. Ghana is definitely the place for me. And Sakudia is from Ghana as well, right? Yeah, Sakudia is from Ghana. So, linking up with Sakudia sounds like a vibe. Question number 2 comes from Clifford Bembe. Shout out to you, Cliff. Thank you for sending your question. Uzi Bembe, can we expect a project this year? Yeah, definitely you guys can expect the EP this year. In fact, you guys might even get 2. Maybe 3 EPs, because I'm working on something with Nwana on it. Shout out to Nwana on it. I'm working on something with him. No dates have been set yet, but we're in studio working on that. And I'm also working on my own EP titled In Your Hands. So that's also going to come out, this year. So yeah, a lot of new music, a lot of new visuals, a lot of new content. Question number 3. There's no last name here. Noctula 2. Noctula! Hey, shout out to you, Noctula. Noctula, if you were president, what would be the first thing you do? First of all, I'm not legally or even morally bound to do anything about load shedding. Young Tola, fellow South Africans. But anyway, okay, whatever. What I would do personally myself, if I had all the power, what would I do? I think I would abolish the whole 5 years, 6 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year experience thing, that whole experience thing. I think in government sectors where I have power, I think that people need jobs, man. They're going to have to learn on the job. If they mess it up, they mess it up. But people need jobs, and people are qualified. People have qualifications. So that whole how many years of experience, Shandis, for me, I would no, bro, give a person a job if he qualifies to do the job. So yeah, I would definitely abolish the whole, couple of years of experience requirement. The next one comes from Ayanda Sambo. Uziana, do you have children? If not, why? No, I don't have children. Why don't I have children? I want to have kids, to be honest. I love children. I love kids. If you know me, you know I'm for the babies. But I don't have kids. My reason for not having kids, I guess it's just not the right timing. God's timing, and yeah, it's not the time for babies right now, guys. There's a lot that we need to do first before having kids. Next question. Question number 5 from another Sambo as well. It comes from Sleazy Sambo. Utiana, if maybe for some reason, if maybe for some reason you and your partner could not have kids, would you consider adopting? I don't know what's going on with you guys and kids. I don't know. I love kids myself. I don't know. But anyway, I would definitely consider adoption. Yeah, 100%. No problem. Sizwe Zoom, away. Sure, Izinja. Shout out to you, bro. That's my boy right there. Shout out to Sizwe Zoom. Utiana, if you didn't do music, what would you be doing with your life? If you didn't do music, what would you be doing with your life? Okay, Zoom, Pijam. If I didn't do music, boy. I don't want to not do music, dog. I really don't. Like, man, there's this song, me, Passion Master, and Jay Spitter. I said on this song, since a little man, I was never confused. I always knew what I was destined to do, sit in the back of the class writing classics for you, young child. So I've always known since a young boy, music is my thing. So I think I'd be into sports. I think I'd be in football. I love soccer. I love football. I loved it as a kid. I played, in high school and, for the little local club, so maybe I would have been in football. I'm not sure. Maybe coaching. I'm not sure if I would have made it as a professional, but yeah, I think I'd be somewhere in sports. And shout out to you. Thank you. And the next question number 7, comes from Lungelo Keys. Utsiena, what's your top 5 rappers in Mpumalanga, excluding yourself? Top 5 rappers in Mpumalanga. Yes. Yo, bro, first of all, I'm friends with almost, like everybody, bro. Like, to some, I'm on a, first name basis with almost everybody, I'm told. Because of the kind of influence that I have in the game. But that's really where I'm at. So for me to pick a top 5, maybe when I start to you are coming with the spirit of division in yourself. But top 5. Number one. My number 1 rapper in Mpumalanga has never been questionable. It's never been in doubt. I've never felt like taking this guy out of the list. He's top 2 and he's not number 2. He will never be number 2. This dude is one of the best rappers I've ever met. In fact, according to the list, he is the best rapper I've ever met. We're talking about Nkomazi Z the Omega. Z the Omega definitely takes the number 1 spot, bro. Ain't nobody rapping like that guy, man. Say Z, blind Z. So yeah, Z the Omega is number 1. Number 2, on my personal criteria, my criteria has nothing to do with hype or relevance or followers or numbers or like me, I care about the skill. Okay, clout, relevance, it matters, it does. A little bit does matter to me. But anyway, I'm that guy who cares about how good can you rap, So I think number 2, there's so many great rappers. But I think number 2 has to go to Bazi Shabazi, dog. Bazi Shabazi. Yeah. Number 2 goes to my boy Bazi Shabazi. If you're not familiar with Baz, go to my Spotify or whatever. Just search Pressure Wave. He's on verse 2 on that song. And Baz. If you can't find that song, search Bazi Shabazi 97 Nissan featuring Pressure. Baz is crazy. Baz is definitely, number 2. So Z the Omega, it's Bazi Shabazi. Number 3, for me, this is my personal list, guys. I know what's going to happen. I know niggas will come through, come through and try and rearrange my list or create their own list or whatever. But number 3 goes to Brilo. Brilo is the one. Yo. Brilo, definitely number 3, man. He's one of the hardest working guys we have in the province, and he's doing amazing things. So Brilo number 3, meaning there's 2 spots left. And number 4, I have to give it to Moricini. He's definitely up there with the hardest working niggas. I have to give it to Moricini. In terms of working hard, Moricini is probably like top 2. The last spot would have to go to, who would be the last spot? Oh man, I don't think I have a number 5, Doc. Number 5. Who's number 5, guys? Please comment with number 5, ne? Number 5. And I can't put myself there. I'm sorry. There's no number 5. These are the hardest guys that I know in terms of my top 5 list. Setting Kabanisi and Machita is fine. Last question. Sbongiseni Khoza. Mabone, issue. Tako. What is Sbongiseni and how do you want to be remembered? Oh man, to be honest, the first thing that came to my mind is the most egotistical answer that you can ever imagine. I want to be remembered as the greatest of all time. Yeah, I know. Maybe a lot of people feel like it's not realistic, but I don't care. I want to be remembered as the greatest of all time. That's it, yeah. Apart from that, musically, I want to be remembered as the greatest of all time, but apart from that, I want to be remembered as a friend. I want to be remembered as someone, who was supportive, was ready to share a joke, ready to share a smile. Someone who wasn't perfect but tried his best. Yeah. Otherwise, Danko Bafeti, those are all the questions. I'll see you on the 3rd installment of the question and answer session with Mpumalanga AA2 show.